Welcome to the Fate of Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes weekly Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play campaign. I am Monty Martin, running our game as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Jill Denitis, playing Rudy Whitaker, the Shifter Eldritch Knight.
And Joe O'Gorman, playing Wrath, the Aasimar Warlock.
And Kelly McLaughlin, playing Wilhelm von Kessel, the human swashbuckler rogue. And we're joined again by our very good friend
Jenny D, playing Ava Blightward, the human abjuration wizard.
Thank you for joining us once again, and thank you for joining us once again. If you're just tuning in for the first time, we're the Dungeon Dudes. You can check us out on YouTube, where we post new videos. You can check Ginny out on YouTube as well, where you make awesome YouTube content as well. And so head on over there, check out all of our videos. It's fun stuff.
You can also join us on Tuesday evenings when we broadcast the campaign on Twitch. You can check us out from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube or check us out as an audio-only podcast.
With that, let us return to Drakkenheim.
Drakkenheim is no more. The devastation which fell upon that accursed place left a kingdom in ruin. Now, horrors lurking in the haze grow ever more great and terrible, while simmering tensions between rival factions boil over into outright war. The power of monarchs, mages, and priests hangs in the balance. 6 unlikely heroes join forces to confront the coming chaos. They shall decide, once and for all, the fate of Drakkenheim.
When last we left our heroes, Wilhelm, Rudy, and Wrath were joined by Ava to aid them in confronting Duke Ludwig von Fritz of Todsfeld. Controversially, Ava is the mage-born daughter of the Duke, who has joined forces with Wilhelm in order to spare the rest of her family from the wrath of Wilhelm. Traveling to the city of Todsfeld, where you plan to lay siege to Castle Sodden, the Duke's fortress, you headed into town only to find that the cannons and the eldritch cannons that the Duke has installed upon Castle Sodden have a much larger range than anticipated. And thus, as you moved into Todsfeld itself, the Duke fired on the city in an attempt to take you out. And not in the wine and dine sort of way.
Too bad. Missed opportunity.
After confronting a monstrous Hydra, the King Killer Hydra, and destroying it, despite really doing a number on Wilhelm once again, now the scene is that of chaos. Elias Drexel has already spurned into action and is ordering many of the other Hooded Lanterns to help get townsfolk and the people of Todsfeld into whatever safe places they can. For there are sporadic shots that are being fired from the castle on the city. And you hear Drexel even say to Rudy and a few people cry, he's like, "Get into your basements!" And several people say, "We can't, they're flooded!"
Oh no.
And so as the bombardment crashes through the city, and there's also confusion in the streets as people don't know where to run to for cover. But it's also in this moment that you hear several large volleys of fire that are going out from the castle. But they're not matched by the corresponding whistle of the ammunition sailing towards the city. And as Wrath, I suppose, perhaps you fly up and you see the castle's bombarding your encampment.
That's our friends.
With the same eldritch cannons?
Yes.
Wilhelm, realizing that the cannons need to be dismantled, turns to the group of you and lets out a roar because he's still a T-Rex.
Do your
Roar! No?
You can do better than that.
Threatening.
Third time's the charm.
You're not the T-Rex, Wrath.
I'm trying to inspire you.
Much better.
Yeah, okay.
That was the Wilhelm roar. Sounds a little bit human, oddly. So Wilhelm yells out in his roar, which doesn't make any sense to any of you, and then he starts stomping in the general direction of Castle Sodden.
I guess we're going to Castle Sodden.
Gorgeous going.
Follow King
Wilhelmsaurus Rex.
Wilhelmsaurus Wex.
Here's the thing: is we have used some resources and we are injured. So I'm wondering, we definitely don't have time to take a long rest.
Could we reach out to the encampment, tell them to spread out,
Is there anything we can do to help them or
Mitigate the-
redirect fire from them? Or I would like to cast. Wait, maybe not. I'm gonna do my telekinetic thingy, so we could all talk in our brains. Because then you can talk while you're a T-Rex, but also we could communicate. But is it concentration?
No, it's not. Telepathic bond is a ritual, so
Great.
um
Then I would like to cast there we go, telepathic bond.
Can I
okay.
communicate in...
Sure. Sure. You can telepathically communicate in simple ways as a T-Rex.
Like images,
In simple ways. Cool.
feelings.
You guys all get the idea that cannon's bad. Dismantle now. Go.
Okay.
Okay.
New objective.
Do we have the forces? I mean, we're going to take cannon fire as we go.
I can protect a 10-foot radius of us with neutralizing field from the contamination.
If I flew us, if I cast fly, could we get at least enough to go up there onto the battlements and maybe start trying to see if we could like drop bombs or...
Can anybody get my
Hack it.
T-Rex form back up in hit points? I took 7 Hydra heads.
We could do Aura Vitality on you.
How much does that give me?
70 in a minute.
I will take it.
You under bombardment, it will take you some amount of time to get to the castle. If you wanted to hunker down and take a short rest, you can probably find somewhere safe to short rest, but the bombardment continues unabated.
I will leave it up to you guys. I was actually going to try to hang on to my T-Rex form to draw fire.
Yeah.
Can you illusion something on T-Rex? Can you illusion Wilhelm on the T-Rex?
A bow tie, a top hat, make me look more kingly.
I could create
More of a gentleman Rex.
you could like if you're crunched up, it's about 5 foot cube. I could make a version of you flying the T-Rex with minor illusion, right? It wouldn't hold up to any sort of scrutiny.
Yeah, it probably would not be technically minor illusion can't make illusions of creatures. You need at least silent image for that.
I'm wondering if you can do invisibility as well, right? So we could use that in a way to get in
Oh my gosh.
and get close.
You all hear in your head, distraction, you dismantle.
Do you want to add anyone else to the telepathic bond, like Elias Drexel, who is the
Seems reasonable. We can add up to 8, so
Okay.
us 4, and then Elias, Drexel, the guards that are coming with us. Those are under his command.
They are. Yeah.
Okay. And then is Rune Weaver?
We'll say that maybe you could have put this in place before, and Eldrick and
Well, it
Elias.
does have a time limit on it, so
An hour. Okay.
yeah. So maybe not.
How long is it?
Elias will
think it's just
respond to
1 hour.
that and say, the king is not who is here to draw fire.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, probably
the
pretty
cannon
smart.
is the target.
And he responds, these cannons will, he says, walking up and even responding to what Wrath has said about flying, the kind of firepower that this castle is capable of putting out with these cannons, he says, I am concerned that invisibility might be the better choice over flight.
'Cause we might just insta-die.
The cannons, with this kind of firepower, they could definitely take out an aerial target.
You all hear a roar in your heads.
Oh, I have invisibility too.
Okay.
But
T-
then the T-Rex would drop, so.
Do
But you
I
could be
stay
flying
as
and
T-Rex?
invisible.
Do I stay as T-Rex?
I think at this point, it's not going to be what we need it to be.
I roar again.
You have invisibility?
I have it in my spell storing ring.
So we could do what level?
Just.
Oh, it's in your ring. Yeah, so it would just be one target.
If you, because I can cast fly on 3 creatures, and I can fly myself.
Okay.
So that's the 4 of us. And if you can cast invisibility as a 5th level, you can make yourself and 3 other people invisible.
I have
could
it in
be
my
invisible
ring of
and-
spell storing though, so I just have it at
Oh, you
second
don't have-
level.
you
I
don't
actually
have
don't
a-
have it prepared. I should have.
The other option is I can make us at least invisible.
I also have fly.
Do you want to
Prepared?
switch?
Yeah, I have fly prepared,
So if you cast fly,
and then you cast invisibility.
Yeah.
Are you stopping concentration on polymorph?
That's what would happen if I cast fly. so
That's
yeah.
fine. I need to know if I'm roaring or
Yeah, I think we're
king.
So
giving
you
up on
are-
the T-Rex.
are you talking about, just correct me if I'm wrong here, you're talking about invisibly flying into this castle.
up to the battle?
Up to the
right?
battlements to dismantle the cannons. That's step A. We had a whole plan, but the plan changed when the cannons could fire
Anywhere.
anywhere.
Yeah.
We have unlimited funding, they have unlimited range. We will throw money at it. Like any good problem, money will solve it.
It became the most important thing right now to stop these cannons. It takes priority, in my opinion, because he is going to blow up the whole city.
Do we have a
And
chance
all
to
of
meet
our
up
people.
with Elias Drexel?
Elias Drexel's with you.
Elias.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Do we have any sort of bombs? Do we have bombs?
We have at the encampment, we have explosives and cannons of our own. We have siege equipment, but if those weapons are firing on our own encampment, there's a very, very good chance that we could be losing our siege weapons even as we speak.
Because if we get some of those explosives, we could maybe blow up the...
We acquired way back in like Castleholm a whole wagon full of those the little
Bombs.
delirium hand grenades.
Yes, and they're at the encampment.
Uh-oh. Let's go get them.
Oops.
How long does it take to fly to the encampment and then to the castle?
If you're flying back to the encampment, I would say fly has a duration of 10 minutes. I would say that it would be one full casting of fly to fly back to the encampment.
Can we just
to
get
the
back?
encampment.
Yeah.
We could get
Because
back
the
to-
encampment is further away from you now than the castle itself.
Yeah.
Or we just go and murder everybody on those walls.
Right, the problem is if we fly to the castle, if we fly to the battlements to destroy cannons, and then there are forces there defending the castle, and if we are not able to destroy all of the cannons before we are found, then we've walked directly into the lion's den, unprepared and already down some resources.
And that's
can't
why
do
I'll
it.
have to get back to the encampment and rally the rest of the soldiers.
So you can just rapid fire siege the castle in response to this.
If you're going to fly through the gates and you can take out the cannons and open the gates, then we can just swarm right in.
I think that if we're on the walls, the cannons may not be able to hit us because we're where the cannons are. We have a better chance of being closer we are to danger, the further we are from harm.
We also don't need to destroy them. We just need to disable them.
Or disable the people operating them.
Yeah. Yeah, like break their arms and stuff.
Guess the question is, who are they going to keep shooting at while we do this?
Right. The encampment, probably.
But it is to say that once we appear on the walls, their priorities might change and they might try to swarm us, but then that takes the fire off of the people and our encampment, which is still a positive for us.
The castle, with its towers, has fields of fire. There are towers that can fire on the city, and the towers that can fire on the city are not the same as the ones that can fire on the encampment, because they have to always fire out, right? So there's 4 towers. So the
So you could destroy the encampment tower first.
but that will mean that the towers firing on the city will continue firing. So it will be
We gotta choose.
you will need to choose whether you want to destroy the cannons firing on the city or the cannons firing on our forces first.
My only other thought is there any way we can do some sort of illusion of Wilhelm on the field approaching, so that way at least we can draw their fire for a short amount of time?
Do you have any powerful illusion magic?
I also have minor illusion.
Minor illusion
I'm
is
looking
not-
for major image. If
Yeah,
you're looking for
yeah.
something
I
that,
didn't pick that
yeah,
one.
I'm looking for like the 3rd level spell at
I
least
know.
for this.
And Wilhelm wouldn't know that, so he's like, good, we'll use minor illusion.
It will not be effective.
Bad.
Yes, bad.
Okay. I think a choice needs to be made, and I think we should disable the ones firing on our encampment. We are here to help the people of Toddsfeld, but if our entire force is destroyed, we can't help anybody. There will be casualties, but we will save more people by ensuring that our forces can occupy that castle than we will if we lose all of our forces.
This is rational.
It is true. I hope in the end they'll see that it was their lord that was the one firing at them, and not because of us coming in.
Well, kind of are firing on the town because of us coming in.
And it was their lord's acid that melted them. Well, the Hydra's acid. But it was... The Hydra was sent by their guy.
To kill our guy.
No, we stop. We stop at the part where he's the bad guy.
Right. Oh, you're saying...
The chain of
You're
events.
saying a lie of omission.
Like, he's the bad guy, always. And we're like... We have 0 responsibility. Unless it's a good thing, and then we did the right thing.
So, propaganda. That does sound effective, yes.
Yeah.
Very well then. Would you like to... Do any of you need to heal up or do anything before you head off to the fortress?
I took your axe heal as Wilhelm instead of as the T-Rex.
Yeah? Okay.
If that's still okay.
Yeah.
Because that gets me up to almost full.
Okay.
Anybody else need... is everybody else okay? I think I took 90% of the hits.
You know.
I'm down about.
You
I'm
can roll a
down,
d6,
Oh.
because we didn't determine how many healing potions you get to have at the start.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
6!
You can have 6 greater healing potions.
Amazing.
Love it.
I have one.
And
Do you want some?
I have one.
Yeah.
I will use it.
and
Actually-
in our games, healing potions are maximized.
Ooh, great.
Yeah, so they do 10, 20, 30, 40, depending on greater, superior, etc., etc.
Can I have one too?
Sure.
Ava?
Can I also have one?
Yes. A healing potion for everyone.
Do you all need some potions?
I have
Yeah.
one greater healing potion left.
Yeah.
Elias Drexel can provide you with some more. Between the rest of you, you could have another 6.
2 each?
Okay, so keep your
Okay, so
6.
keep your
Oh,
6.
keep my 6.
And then we get 2
Yep.
each, and I am gonna use
I'm gonna
one
chug
just in
one.
case.
I'm gonna chug one.
20, right?
Top it up.
Got it.
And if we do need
right.
more healing, I have a few more.
Elias Drexel says to you, Wilhelm, this is how we make amends for the mistakes that we've made. We'll do right by these people. Show yourself the king that I know you can be.
I plan to, Elias.
I will see you on the castle walls
Be safe
for Westamar.
for Westamar.
And with that, one of the hooded lanterns brings a screaming horse that they've managed to grab onto, and several of the hooded lanterns wrestle up and race as fast as they can towards the site. The telepathic bond with Elias is still in play, so that will persist.
We'll get news about
And you'll get
going
news
on.
about what's going on.
Clutch.
Okay?
Clutch.
You cast your spells of flight and invisibility, so you're all invisible and you're all capable of flying. Is that correct?
Cast.
Yeah.
Yes,
And we're gonna head straight for the walls.
for the walls.
Okay.
So I'm gonna cast. You're casting which one? Fly.
Fly.
And you don't have to cast fly on me, because I can fly.
Great. So I cast it at 5th level on us 3.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And I cast invisibility on everyone.
Okay. With that, as you head over to the Castle Sodden, you can all roll me a d6.
Change to D6s.
No.
Oh!
Yeah!
5.
1.
6.
1.
Okay.
Oh,
What a great mix!
Scary mix.
The spell is cast upon you. You invisibly fly towards Castle Sodden. Castle Sodden is the manor house of House von Fritz. And this, as far as castles go, it is quite a dilapidated castle overall, and it clings to the only bit of solid rock in the muck and mud and water surrounding it. There's a thick moat that surrounds the entire castle, and the castle itself, the walls of the castle come right up to where the water is. Legends say, which Ava, you have verified to be true, that the castle has sunk into the swamp at least 3 times, and so this is the 4th castle to be built on this.
that one will be yours.
Many of the towers lean noticeably as you approach, but you can see that over the past, since you were last here, the Duke has conducted many repairs and reinforcements, and the battlements are noticeably more reinforced, and the towers bristle with the arcane cannons built by the Amethyst Academy. These weapons are large drum-like machines with great wheels and an apparatus that loads the delirium ammunition into them and then fires them forward. And so there's actually an array of lenses upon them that what you see as you fly close, the guardian creatures crafted by the Amethyst Academy are actually operating the cannons as well. And it seems like they're just from the way that they move with their mechanistic precision, arming, reloading the cannons, and knowing where to aim, that the crew moves with a mechanical synchronization in operating the guns. Each of the towers has 3 of these cannons, and so you can see the placement of them, but one of the cannons on each tower is a anti-air configuration. It is mounted on the edge, and rather than being more of a cannon, it's more of a ballista that is capable of firing upwards. And so those weapons are not actually firing in the bombardment, and they have an array of lenses that look like they could fire almost like energy instead of solid ammunition. The castle, as you see it, what you're seeing here before you is the mine is directly away from the castle, and so the city is this side, and the encampment is this side. And so, as you can probably see from the way that the castle's constructed, this tower can't fire that way, and this tower can't fire that way. But they can both fire directly forward.
And this one doesn't have the delirium cannons, but it does have whatever these energy ballistas.
Yes, the force ballistas. Okay. Yeah, right. As you fly forward from the sky, you can see that crewing the rest of the walls are the creations of Dr. Everett Freed. Well, the Academy has provided these cannons and the crew for them. Freed's creations protect the walls. These ones look noticeably less sophisticated than some of the other ones that he's made. Rather than making, you've encountered some of these re-automata created by Everett Freed before that were very elite and powerful, but the ones that are manning the walls are noticeably more hastily made, as if Freed was simply looking to create as many as he possibly could to protect the walls themselves. And as you scan the castle, there is only one person who is not one of these re-automata or guardian constructs. A commander, and from the heraldry, Ava, you recognize this man as the Master of Arms Cans of the household, and so who is an aged warrior that usually is the garrison commander of Castle Sodden, and Cans is there on the central gate tower, overseeing this inhuman force that protects Castle Sodden.
As we're flying in all of your minds, you hear Wilhelm speak, and he says, "All right, gang. We need to take out all of these towers, all of the ballista, all of the artillery, starting with the cannons firing on our battlements. We have heavy firepower with us. We've taken on challenges worse than this before. We have this." And you all get...
Am I inspired?
19 temporary hit points.
No sooner does Wilhelm finish speaking those words than you all feel a palpable sense over the telepathic communication that you have just conducted amongst one another. A powerful sense that something was listening to you, and you feel, touching your mind, an echoing voice. It sounds familiar, but distant. And the voice says, "A sound plan, Your Majesty. I will be sure to communicate it to all my creations. Lovely that you are flying high in the sky. Though they cannot see you, they will simply fire indiscriminately until you approach." And with that, you see one of the re-automata turn to Cans, and it howls something at him, and the force ballistas turn upwards, and they simply begin loading and firing, and the bolts, as they crash out like a bolt of lightning, explode in the air, creating a field of debris surrounding the castle.
I'm afraid to use our telepathic bond. So I'm sorry, everybody. I'm going to act on my own accord and not communicate what I'm doing, but I dive down.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
I do need all of you to make a charisma saving throw.
Charisma?
That's unusual. 17.
25.
16.
18.
Okay, Wilhelm and Rudy, you have the palpable sense that something is linked into your mind and watching through your eyes.
Oh.
Wait, did I fail?
You rolled a...
16.
You failed.
Can I use
17.
Indomitable?
You failed.
I'm going to use
Yeah.
Indomitable.
Can I use lucky, or is it too late?
Yeah.
No, I got less. Nope.
I got less.
Okay.
I want to try something. So one of my features of being the Great Old One is that I have protection against telepathy. Mm-hmm. Nothing can penetrate my thoughts unless I choose for it to read it. I want to attempt to extend this ability amongst the telepathy I share with my...
I would allow that if you wanted to concentrate on that effect.
Are you concentrating on this ability?
Yes. What's better? You know what? Maybe I'll save it for later.
But if you think something into our telepathic bond, you can't be heard then, right? Because of
Yes.
Okay, then I have a plan. I let the thoughts in. Everyone, we're going for the right tower. I stop the thoughts. We go for the left.
Give me a deception check.
20.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Wait, but didn't we want to go for the right tower?
I switch the...
Okay. Sure. I'll allow that.
Will you allow it?
Yes, I will allow that.
I deceived
For
even
I am
myself.
nothing if not a merciful dungeon.
Thank you.
All right.
I meant the right tower. Like we're going for the right tower,
The
not
correct
the
one.
yeah, not the
Okay.
directional. Yeah.
Nevertheless, as the group of you fly in, the bombardment, the crash as the force ballistas aim their explosive bolts into the sky creates a field of debris and eldritch energy in the sky. Evasive maneuvers will be necessary, so tell me, how are you going to fly through this field towards the tower?
I'm like full on Iron Man maneuvering. Like, Wilhelm is extremely acrobatic, and because he spent some time as a tiny dragon, and he has had the ability to fly, he took the evasive movers earlier in that tree when he was dodging poison clouds. So, same idea. He's gotten better at it, and he's like barrel rolling and like loop-de-looping and like dodging the incoming.
Give me an
explosions.
acrobatics check.
Wait, I think I have an ability that I've never used. Yes. Elegant maneuver. I can use a bonus action on my turn to gain advantage on the next acrobatics or athletics check.
So you are doing aerial moves.
Yeah,
It's too bad no one can see them.
So that's going to be 27.
Perhaps some of the most legendary aerial maneuvers ever performed just were done, and no one could see them.
Like a leaf on the wind.
I feel great.
You were like the wind. You were like the wind.
As arrows are
Yeah.
coming in, I'm just like a leaf, like drifting through each of the
Okay.
explosions, and I'm just like, I am in the zone. Nobody knows.
Ava, you're concentrating on the fly spell. So what are you going to do to protect yourself as you go through this field of explosive fire?
Is there like a height that the explosion like are they just putting them all out right in front, or
They're firing very indiscriminately.
so like everywhere? There's no way to get sort of like around it.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay, yeah, because definitely I would be doing the analysis part of it. Investigation. That's a 28.
Okay. While flying, they have aimed high, and so you could fly under the field of fire, but there would be some debris that you would still have to avoid in the process. Perhaps enough that if you had some way of protecting yourself magically, you might be able to shield yourself from damage.
Like mage armor or shield or
Sure.
I mean, I am an abjuration wizard, so that's kind of my whole thing. Yeah, I guess that would be the move. My goal is going to basically be to hang back and be the last one to move through everything because I'm the reason everyone's flying.
Okay.
So if I get hit and everyone falls, that's bad. I'd rather let everybody else get as close as they can to their target.
All right.
I'll be the last one in line.
Rudy, what about you?
Tell me if you think this is gonna work. I have warding wind, so I figure as I'm going through, if I cast warding wind on myself, it kind of creates a whirlwind of like protection against.
Yes, that will end the invisibility. casting the spell on you.
Alright, so would me casting mage armor or something.
Ooh. Do I want that? Do I have anything else? Yeah, I don't want to be seen. Other than that, yeah, I don't really have anything else.
All right.
I'm going through it because
Well, if you want to tough it up and go through it, give me an athletics check.
oh, yeah, I'm good at those.
Athletic.
15.
Okay. We'll see how it goes
Oh no.
when we find out what Wrath's going to do.
I'm gonna try to. So the creatures that are operating the machine, they're constructs.
They appear to be so, yes.
But there's the main commander on
Yes.
the middle.
Yes.
I want to reach out into his mind telepathically.
What's the range on your telepathy?
30 feet.
You're nowhere near close enough.
I just wanted to be like, boogie, boogie, boogie.
Yeah,
and
I'm
just start
afraid
screaming
not.
words in his brain.
Yeah, you're going to have to get through the flak field before you can.
I'm going to then channel the Great Bruce and all his chaotic energy, for they shoot chaotically, and try to anticipate. And in a more real sense, put my shield in front of my face and really hope that I don't get hit by something.
Okay. So.
In a more practical.
Wilhelm, I don't need a saving throw from you at all. Your acrobatic maneuvers effortlessly maneuver your way through the field of fire. Ava, I'm going to have you give me a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Because I can't. Can I use shield for that, or do you think it really needs to be mage armor?
Because shield is a reaction spell,
Yeah.
you can roll this check and determine if you'll need that help.
Okay, great. And
Yes.
it's at advantage?
Yes, because you were able to analyze their
Oh,
firing
right.
patterns
My
and
insight.
yes.
That's an actual 20.
All right. You basically are able to time the firing pattern so that you fly through just as the explosions go off.
Math acrobatics.
You are officially a mathlete.
Oh, you did it!
Rudy, on the other hand, I'm gonna need a dexterity saving throw from you, just straight up.
Oh no. Oh, natural 20!
Okay, so you tough it out and remarkably manage to make it through the field of fire unscathed. Wrath, on the other hand, you just decided to raise your shield, so you can make your dexterity save with disadvantage.
And channel the chaotic energy of Bruce, who is helping me. Because he lives in chaos, and I was
Yeah,
like,
and you're living in the chaos of rolling your saving throw with disadvantage.
Oh, I got a 20 and a 4! I'm gonna use lucky, because I'm super lucky, and I get a 3.
When you use lucky,
Well, 4. Okay, I take, instead of a 4, I take a...
You get to choose, technically you get to choose the highest of what you roll.
Yeah,
so you got to use the 20. If you use lucky
on a
on disadvantage, you turn it into super advantage.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then I pick the 20.
that's the secret with lucky. You
What?
technically, the way that it's written,
How many times have you forgotten that?
literally
many times have I not
until
known
somebody
that?
other than me is doing it.
Yeah.
I can remember great tricks and tips when I'm not the one using them.
So you invoke the chaos of the situation and using lucky to get super advantage.
Is this how Lucky's broken? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
this is how lucky's broken.
Yeah, when you have disadvantage, if you choose to use lucky, you get to use you
get to
choose
choose.
which die you are using.
I
out
thank
of
Bruce.
any die.
I thank Bruce for the guidance to make it through.
Okay, so none of you get exploded on your way in,
So is
which
that
means
3 natural 20s then?
yeah. Well, hope you don't need any of them later.
That's not how probability works.
You mentioned that a creature was seeing through Rudy and my vision.
Yes.
I'm gonna close my eye.
Okay.
I love it.
I have blind sense.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I still need you all to roll for initiative.
Okay.
Rudy.
20.
Wrath.
4. Kind of like
Wilhelm.
a saving throw.
12.
Ava?
10.
How so low?
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Is it because you closed your eye?
Yeah.
You went to the wrong castle?
I mean, my blind sense is actually only like
10 feet,
10 feet.
right?
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Where's the castle? Just flies right into the
Just
wall.
slow down.
Like a bird.
Like you do a screen
Yeah.
door, like a glass
Okay.
back door.
You can place yourselves on the flight stand. Yeah. Alrighty. Flying through the roaring
And we're going
explosions.
for this one, right?
Can you grab
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You're going for the one that's bombarding your encampment.
Yeah.
As you fly through, you see amongst the constructed soldiers, there's one who is noticeably larger than the others, and stands almost 8 feet tall. This creature almost has like a massive barrel chest that's been exaggerated, and as you come close, its eyes glow with octarine light, and it locks on to your invisible positions, indicating an ability to see invisible creatures within this immediate range of it. Like, it couldn't have seen you further beyond, but it can within this. As you do so, it opens its arms up, which then, from its bicep, its arm opens again, opening up into another arm, which then opens up into another arm, and then the arms extend into swords that are made of delirium, and then out of its back come 4 more arms and 4 more blades, so it has 10 swords.
That's so many arms.
And swords.
Yeah.
It's an unreasonable amount of arms.
Yeah,
like,
too many, one might say.
Yeah, these guys
yes.
don't know when to say no.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the blades almost form like a whirling defense around it as the crew continue to fire the cannons on the encampment. It's at this moment that you see you hear from Elias Drexel telepathically, "We're on our way," and you see the billowing smoke in the distance as the hooded lanterns, the Ochtenwald irregulars, and the Steel Fangs are charging towards the castle walls, and there's several of them are on horseback, and you hear them all crying out, "Ah! For Westamar! For House von Kessel!" And the last volley of fire sails towards them as you see soldiers and horses take the shots, tumble under as the bombardment crashes into the ranks of your soldiers, and another wave heads towards Toddsfeld as well. The battle joined. Rudy, you are the first to act.
Okay. So we're heading for this tower. Question: is any of the cannons or anything have anything flammable on them?
Beside each cannon is the ammo feeder that has the delirium ammunition in them.
And that's
And those would
flammable?
blow up if lit on fire.
They would,
cause an anomaly? They would.
when delirium is destroyed, it causes volatile magical energies to erupt with unpredictable effects, known as arcane anomalies. So delirium is resistant to fire damage, but it takes damage normally from thunder, magical bludgeoning damage, as well as radiant damage.
What about force?
And force damage.
Cool.
Yeah. So delirium is not flammable, but fire does damage it.
And in terms of fly, like how long do we have to fly?
Until my concentration's
Yeah,
broken, 'cause
yeah.
otherwise it'd be 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get movement with a
Yeah.
measuring?
That is an 8, so that's 40 feet. I believe with fly you actually have 60 feet of movement.
Oh, okay, so a little bit more.
Yeah, 60.
Yep.
All right, I am gonna make my way here to the edge And I want to cast Lightning Bolt
Okay.
all the way across. I'm looking to ignite whatever I can in this. So we got whatever that hits.
Okay. Are you going to try to get the Bladed Guardian?
Looks like it.
Do I have to pick one of these paths? I guess, right? Which I think this one hits more of them, and I just want to make sure, like, when I think about what I'm hitting is also the cannons.
Okay,
as well.
so you want to hit the 2 cannons on the way.
Yeah.
And you're hitting the Bladed Guardian, 2 of the Guardians, and
Also
it looks
the commander.
and yeah, it looks like
But it's like 5 feet, so I guess
Commander Cans and or are you going for Commander Cans or are you going for the 2 Reautomata?
I guess the commander.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the commander, because of the way the lightning bolt is going, I'm going to give them all advantage on their dexterity saves because I feel like the battlement is kind of protecting them from that lightning bolt.
Okay.
So the commander actually succeeds the saving throw against lightning bolt with a 20, and then the Bladed Guardian.
It's a 14, by the way.
The Bladed Guardian fails its save, and the other 2 Guardians actually both succeed their saves.
So they take half, and then, the lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
The sound.
That was a bit aggressive.
That was unique, though. Never heard that before from a human being.
That's what Rudy sounds like. Oh, gosh.
Okay.
19 lightning damage.
19 lightning damage? Okay. So, okay. The cannons also take the damage. They're damaged, and their ammo, basically the cannons and their ammo do have hit points. And so the ammunition is ruptured by the lightning. I need you to roll me a d6.
1.
All right. Okay. So that is setting off a bunch of the ammunition. So you're going to roll me now
No, we wanted that. You did great.
D4, and that's how many arcane anomalies are happening.
Oh gosh, okay.
Get it together.
1!
Just one? Okay.
Just one.
So we're going to use our new arcane anomalies table as well for this. So roll a d20.
12.
12.
And where is it happening where is it happening on the battlements? Which one? Is it this one? Is it that one?
Okay. It's the one right beside you, Ruby.
Good.
Oh no.
Good.
The ammunition, one of the bulbs of ammunition blows up from the lightning, and the energy passes into your lightning bolt, but channels back up into your body and enters into your body, and you start shivering and convulsing, and your muscles start to bulge, and your skin turns purple, and you are enlarged as if affected by enlarge reduce for 1 hour.
Big Rudy!
You're the purple. So purple is Big Rudy now.
Purple green.
Purple green.
Yeah.
Big Rudy!
Well, that couldn't have gone better.
Incredible.
Okay, so you've damaged some of the cannons, ruptured some of the ammunition, and the backlash has enlarged you.
Wow. What a turn.
Really need to get a
Alrighty.
Big Rudy
Yeah, we
mini.
need a Big Rudy miniature.
All right, next we go to the crew.
No.
The crew of the cannon right in front of you take out their delirium blades, drawing them, and rush towards you, Rudy. Getting a 20 and a 12 to hit with their attacks. bouncing off of your armor. They recoil backward. The other two crew over here, while still crewing their cannon, two of them take their arms, which open up, and crossbow bridges form across their arms, and they fire delirium-tipped arrows at you.
Oh gosh, how are we gonna defeat them in an arms race?
When they have so many
When
more
they have
arms.
so many arms.
It truly is an elite army.
I feel so outarmed.
It's a little bit disarming. Unfortunately, their shots do miss. Both miss. The crew over here, they're continuing to operate their cannons, but the bladed guardian stomps towards you, and as he does so, the clicking and whirring of the arms almost form a blender of blades as he approaches you, and the weapons. His blades are able to move in such a way, and his arms are able to move in such a way that if you try to defend in one way, the arm attacks from the other, and the other attacks from the other. So, to represent this flurry of attacks, basically, I make just a couple. I'm not going to roll 10 different attacks because that's too much for one character. So instead, he just always attacks with advantage. Getting a 29, a 24, and a 13 to hit.
I will take both hits.
Okay. The two hits crash into you. The first for 20, each for 21 slashing damage, plus another 7 force damage on each. So 54 damage total for the attacks.
Whoa.
Oh!
Okay. With that, we go to Wilhelm.
There's still another ammo tank. Was it hit?
The ammo was not fully destroyed. Some of it took damage from it, but there's still much more ammunition there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And those can all be ruptured to create anomalies.
We're kind of abstracting it. Not every single one can be ruptured, but if damaged or destroyed, we check to see if the ammo does, and once the ammo pile is fully reduced to 0, then it will anomaly.
I fly upwards, and then again taking out my sword. My main goal is to. I feel like Rudy's gonna be her own version of a giant blender in there, so
Okay.
I'm just not gonna chance landing. That sounds bad for me. So I take out my sword, and again, using my force blade, I swing it towards one of the cannon's ammunition tanks to try to disrupt it and cause it not to be able to fire anymore.
Okay.
I'm
I
hoping
think you get advantage because you're invisible.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
cool. My second roll was a 1. I'm assuming these ammo tanks are stationary and easy to hit, so I'm hoping a 17 hits.
They are stationary, but they are also armored.
Well, then I'm going to use my final luck point,
Okay.
because I really
Bold
want to
move.
do this, and that's going to be a 24.
That does hit.
Yeah.
20 damage.
20 damage to the ammo tank. Did you apply sneak attack?
Can I?
Yeah, of course you can sneak attack.
Is it...
Why not?
Advantage?
Oh, yeah, because I had advantage.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a fool. I'm a foolish fool. 25 more damage on top of that.
Okay. The ammo tank, first of all, I need you to roll me a d6 just for the first hit.
4.
Okay. It doesn't trigger an arcane anomaly there, but the ammo tank is ruptured by the magical blast of your blade and explodes. So I do need the fireball template.
It's
Right?
Which one did you? Oh,
Oh, sorry, Rudy.
it's okay.
Sorry, Rudy. Okay, so I
okay.
will need dexterity saving throws for everyone on the tower.
I thought you were a little more. I didn't know the explosion would be that big. You know, it's one of those.
whoops a daisy.
What's the save? I got-
Dexterity, please.
I got 17.
Okay, unfortunately, that is a failed save.
Can I use
You're more indomitable. You have
Indomitable? So I need more. Nope, less. Nope, less.
Okay, everyone on the tower takes 23 points of force damage as the first cannon's ammo tank is ruptured and destroyed, and it explodes. That actually does destroy one of these ones that was hit earlier. And it turns out that they have a self-destruct mechanism when they blow up as well for a much smaller explosion, but because it's close to so many of its allies, it doesn't go off. And so, but
You said 20,
the
23?
other ammo tank is also damaged by that explosion. So roll me another d6.
1.
Okay, Arcane Anomaly, d20.
2.
Oh, this is bad.
Don't say that.
Big Rudy is okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Oh wait, no. This one is weird. Oh, we've had this one before. Everyone on the tower is affected by mirror image.
Oh,
Do not
man.
know if you are the original or simply a reflection, and the feeling gnaws at the back of your mind forevermore.
So, all the creatures on that just boop into like a bunch. There's like
Including Rudy.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a catastrophe up there.
Yeah.
Now, that's from the one that I just hit. Did the one I blow up, does that automatically trigger an anomaly as well? Or
Yes, the one that died, anomalies as well.
so I need to roll that?
Yep.
So there's how many? Like 5 of
Yeah,
everybody?
yeah. It's bad.
Okay, my next one is a 13.
13. Okay. So this doesn't apply. So this one is the triggering creature gains 1d6 levels of contamination, but that was the creature that you destroyed, so it would get the contamination
Right.
levels. So the only thing that I need to roll for is to find out that if it does get 6 levels of contamination.
And then the transfer.
Which means that it turns into a monster as it dies, which means that it doesn't die, it instead turns into an eldritch abomination.
Oh.
Now,
Tentative thumbs up.
the Eldritch Abomination isn't on anybody's side, right?
Yeah, but I need a good eldritch abomination. So you know what? I'm just gonna go for it.
You please go for it.
The constructed monster explodes into a pile of flesh and eyeballs and turns into a beholder.
Cool. I mean, I just hope that it wants to kill everything.
Everybody.
Everyone. Yeah.
And yeah, and you can roll me one more d6 to see which way it's looking with its anti-magic cone.
Uh-oh.
6.
Not in your direction.
Oh, I like that.
Is the beholder mirror imaged as well?
Yes.
We need how many more beholders?
Get out of there, Rudy.
This is chaos.
This is absolute madness.
This
Yeah.
is Drakkenheim.
Yeah, so Wilhelm, that was your turn. I hope you're happy.
I'm very happy.
Okay.
happy.
I mean, both cannons are now dysfunctional, right?
No, one cannon is still functional.
Oh,
It's heavily damaged.
Which one is the
This
one right
one?
next to Rudy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ava, it's your turn.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna do what I was already planning on doing, which is I am gonna cast Fireball. Not on Rudy. But everything else, yeah, just
Okay.
this way a little, so that I avoid Rudy.
So I think you can do it. I'll let you do it so that you can catch the cannon in the fireball without getting Rudy.
Amazing.
So I've got 3 of my constructed soldiers.
Dexterity saving throws.
What's the DC?
21.
They need to roll natural 20s to save.
Does mirror image affect anything in this?
No, mirror image does not have any effect in this.
Save.
Yeah. The bladed guardian fails against the fireball as well, and our beholder friend, who has just transformed from a monster. I'm going to say that it doesn't have legendary actions because it is a monstrous transformation. I think it also needs a natural 20. It fails as well. So
Nice.
everything fails or save against the fireball.
5.
Are you upcasting the fireball for more damage, or just going
I'm
for the?
casting it at 3rd level for
Okay.
8d6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that all the d6s I have?
Do you need more?
You can borrow some.
Yeah, that would be great. Oh, sorry, wait. Yeah, I have 6. I need 2 more. Thank you. Okay, here we go. 27 fire damage.
Okay, that destroys the other constructed soldiers. So I just need a d6 roll for each of them to see if they arcane anomaly when they die.
Okay, d6 for
Yeah.
sorry, for 2 of them?
For 3 d6,
3 of them.
and if any of them come up as 1s, they're arcane anomalies.
That's a 2, a 3, and a 6.
No arcane anomalies from them.
Oh, okay. Easy kills.
Being destroyed. My Bladed Guardian takes the damage. The cannon and its ammo pile is also destroyed by your fireball.
Yay!
So that also triggers an automatic arcane anomaly. So
right
you can
beside
roll the
Rudy.
d20
Give
now.
me more!
All right, d20. Here we
Bigger
go.
Rudy.
5.
Okay. A power as you launch the fireball towards you, and the triggering explosions go off. As the explosions happen, they also resonate with a powerful magnetic force that takes root in the origin of the destroyed cannon, that yanks all of you towards it.
Uh-oh.
I need strength saving throws from everybody.
Uh-oh.
I have advantage because I'm Big Rudy. Saving throw?
Does
I get
a
a-
5 make it?
No,
Does a 10 make it?
no.
How about a 17?
Yes.
Wow.
31.
No. So,
I just stay.
Wrath and Wilhelm, you are magnetically pulled onto the
Dice have
tower.
been doing
Oh, no!
good for me.
I'm very
Okay.
happy for you, because now you're the only person left outside of this.
Well,
horrible
thank God
mess.
though that I'm not. I mean, I just need to keep flying.
Okay. The Reautomata, they are going to. Several of them begin climbing up along the walls to get up to you all. So these are the undead constructs of Everett Freed. They're shambling bones and metal armor that pieces them together. They clamp into the walls with their weapons, and they're going up on the outskirts of the walls, clambering towards you. Several over here are moving towards this way. Meanwhile, 2 of them launch themselves across, jumping over. That'll be their whole turn though, because they got a dash for that. So they jump over.
They count as constructs, not undead, right?
Correct.
And the beholders, is it looking the other way?
Its eye is closed. I rolled when it spawned because Wilhelm rolled a 6.
Huh.
These 2 Reautomata, however, fire this force ballista at Ava.
Sounds about right.
Okay. Getting a 17 to hit.
If I cast shield, then that will miss. But that also means I won't be able to use my reaction to cast Featherfall if I get hit again. So I guess I'll take it.
You're gonna take the hit?
No, from the whole ballista? I'll cast shield.
Okay.
Choices.
Those are hard choices.
Because there's a second ballista up there, so I'm not sure. Let's see what happens.
Okay. The other ballista is actually unmanned currently.
Okay.
But you see that Can's wounded from the Rudy's lightning. He squints and he goes, takes his helmet off and goes, Ava? You know this man because he was. So he kind of squints his eyes for a moment there. With that, we go to Wrath.
The beholder. What do I know about beholders? Beyond what I know about beholders.
Make an Arcana check.
30.
These infamous creatures hailing from this. This is a pattern of creature that often emerges from eldritch contamination from the space between worlds. They fire rays of magical energy that can put people to sleep, paralyze them, or do far worse to them, even disintegrate them or cause instantaneous death. Their central eye emits an anti-magic cone.
And are they resistant to magic?
They are not. They just have a anti-magic cone. But you do know with that their own eye rays are magical, so they cannot shoot those who are in their anti-magic cone.
I look at this big old beholder, and I cast Dominate Monster.
Hoping you would do that.
DC 21.
Wisdom?
Yep.
I got a 14.
And I turn
And
the
beholders
creature,
don't have legendary resistance, and I also said it doesn't have legendary action.
and I turn it against the. I just tell it to attack those others on the wall.
Do you want to tell it to open its eye? And its anti-magic cone
Yeah, how
would
does it work?
suppress any magical items or spells that are currently in the area.
Like the ballistas?
Yeah, it would work on the cannons as well.
What's the range on it?
150 feet.
Oh my god, that's broken. I turn it against the other thing.
And are these guys living because of magic?
It doesn't affect magical creatures. Yeah.
And can it shoot rays at the other things?
Uh,
I'm gonna let you run.
yeah,
with this
yeah. It can
creature.
shoot rays. It gets to shoot 3 eye rays randomly determined at whatever target you want to target.
But not one's in its cone.
Not one's in its cone.
So I'm gonna get it to attack the Reautomata that are coming up the wall.
Okay, roll 3d10s.
Oh yeah.
We just acquired a
Having a
beholder.
pet beholder makes this so much more feasible.
This is the we have an army, we have a beholder.
2, 1, and 5.
2, 1, and 5. Okay. It hits one of the Reautomata with an Enervation Ray, one with a Charm Ray, and one with a Paralyzing Ray. So the Enervating Ray one actually succeeds the save. The Paralyzing Ray, so one is just paralyzed and it's climbing, so it falls and is destroyed. The other is charmed by the beholder you're dominating. So
It's like Inception. There's levels of charm happening right now.
Okay, so sure. This is gonna get complicated very quickly. So the bombardment of the other tower can't happen because of the anti-magic field.
Yeah.
And so you successfully have managed to have both your own allies and the town not bombarded.
We're doing it.
And we're doing it with friends.
Now we just need to open the gate. Right?
That makes sense.
Okay, I just want to know where.
Yeah,
I feel like between you two, this is all handled. Like we have a beholder and a giant Rudy.
Big Rudy.
Yeah, I don't know. That seems pretty key.
I mean, you summoned the beholder.
well,
We should still destroy these though.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I don't know whether that was how did these events unfold this way?
Wild magic.
Drakkenheim is scripted.
And Lucky's also broken. What I learned today.
Rudy, it is your turn. So the invisibility spell is
Definitely gone.
over,
Oh, yeah.
But fly,
Fly still.
and you are fly.
I am fly.
I am fly. You are fly.
I am fly.
And there's anti-magic going all this way.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure about this.
Oh yeah, he's still going, and he's gonna try to rip everyone to pieces.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for him.
Okay.
Sword,
Thank you.
sword arm guy.
Alrighty.
And I have advantage on strength, and then I get extra damage from being enlarged. So
Yeah.
let's try to hit. 24 to hit.
That would be a hit, except one of the blades emerges and parries the blow.
Is he,
Hate that.
is he mirror imaged?
He is mirror imaged.
Does that do anything to one of the mirror images or no?
Yeah, technically I would. He parries it anyways.
parries it
Yeah,
anyways,
so
okay.
the mirror images are still in effect.
Let's try that again. A natural 1, so definitely not.
Okay.
Oops. Another 24.
Again with the blade parries. Not getting through.
Okay.
4 doesn't hit?
Okay.
It's so
Don't
scary.
like that one bit.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna second wind, which gives me 16 plus 7 hit points back.
Okay. Seeing this situation, you see the calculating analysis of this constructed creature, understanding both the magic that it is at play and all the damage of the situation. Calculating the situation around, it concludes that the chaos of this creature is the key to its own victory, and it decides to attack Wrath.
Oh no.
I might not survive.
Getting a 30 to hit, another 30 to hit, and a 24 to hit.
They all hit.
Okay, so 3 hits
Uh-oh.
for a total of 75 damage.
Oh my god.
Ow! But 25 each, right?
Yeah.
Can you stop it, Rudy?
I'm gonna silvery barbs one of them.
Okay.
I can also take 2 points of that damage with my ward, which was recharged by my shield casting by 2 points.
Did you need to use a reaction for that?
Oh, yes, I do.
The silvery barb still hits.
You get advantage on whatever you need to do.
Okay. So
Oh,
I
one
gotta
of
make 3 concentration checks.
Yep.
Or we have a loose beholder. And the DC's 12, 13? 25?
Each hit would make a DC 12, yep.
Okay. I get 12.
Oh, God.
I get a 22. And I get a 17.
Okay. Concentration is still happening.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
With surgical precision, just slash as the whirring blades crash down upon you. And it's doing it with one set of arms while blocking all of Rudy's attacks with the other. So you can just kind of imagine it's doing one arm that is just fighting Rudy while the other arm is stabbing you.
Save me, Bruce!
I
Save
feel
me,
like the
Bruce!
concentration king today. It's wild.
It's all about advantage.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, do you already automatically get advantage? So use the silvery barbs at whatever
Yes.
other point you have a minute.
It is also an Eldritch Knight, so it gets to cast a spell as a bonus action after attacking. And it is going to use that to cast Wall of Force on Rudy,
Oh no.
just as a sphere of Wall of Force around her.
Oh,
God, I should use my reaction. There's so many things I can do.
It's fine.
Okay,
how long can you breathe for?
Wilhelm, it is your turn.
I get,
As long as I can see through it. Nobody can see through it.
I'm going to attack it. Because it doesn't even see me coming. It's too busy distracted by these two that... Oh, come on. I rolled a 19. I imagine I hit, but I just really wish it was a 20. That would have been cool.
The 19 hits because it was using its reaction to defend against Rudy's attacks.
I mean, a 19 on the die is also like a
Oh!
32.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said you got 19 total.
No, 19 on the die. I was just excited because it was one away from a crit, and I just really wish it had been a crit.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Because that would have been epic. But no, a 19 on the die, which is a 31 or something close to that.
Okay, so, and actually, I had my reaction back, so I could have tried to block that, but I can't.
Go ahead, try.
Yeah,
So,
I can't.
well. Sorry. Here, I got it.
It's stabbing one of us.
Oh,
It's
I'm just
parrying another.
Yeah, as it's stabbing, so it's blocking all Rudy's attacks, and then it captures her in a wall of force. And as it's stabbing Wrath, you come up right in front of it and stab it in the chest.
I go right for its.
Baron Thorn whips forward with a thunderous crash.
All right.
All right.
I just want to point out that when we kill it, it's probably going to explode.
61 damage. I love this sword.
Okay, it is bloodied. Or I guess leaking oil or whatever fluid it uses to empower itself.
I am going to use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
and I am going to use my slippers of spider climbing to whoop down the edge
Of the castle?
of the castle.
So I imagine you're
Okay.
like, right around.
Yeah, we can move the flight stand like close to the building so that we understand where.
Yeah.
Where
so I'm now on the
is.
edge of the castle, and I'm
not living on the
eyeing
edge.
up the ones that are climbing.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm at.
Okay. With that, then we go to Ava.
Okay, I feel like this guy with his 10 swords is a problem. So, while I am still up high and at a vantage point, I'm going to firebolt him.
Okay.
This is just a regular roll because all of the crazy things that have been giving people advantage and disadvantage are gone. Right?
I'm afraid so.
Okay, that's a 19 on the die, so that's a 32.
We have forgotten about the mirror images, though.
Is it a disadvantage then?
No, did your attack hit the mirror image?
I have to roll a d20.
Yeah.
You sneak attack.
He only had one image left.
Rolled a 7.
I believe you want to roll low on mirror image.
Yeah.
Oh, it's higher.
With one duplicate, it has to roll an 11 or higher to be blocked by the attack.
Yeah.
So it still has one duplicate left. So your attack does hit.
Did hit.
Yeah.
It did hit.
Okay.
Now let's find out if yours does.
So I need to roll under what?
Under a 10 or less, and it still hits.
It's a 14.
So your firebolt destroys its last mirror image.
Okay.
That's still
well,
important.
at least now it's not mirror imaged. I am starting to get nervous about this anti-magic ray and my fly and concentration. So I think I'm going to alight upon the thing.
Okay.
Go inside. I'm going inside. That's it for me.
All right, you are on deck. Alrighty, the re-automata. So they're focused on the targets. So 4 of them get up onto the roof, and so 2 are going to attack. Wilhelm ran off the roof, didn't
Yeah,
he?
okay.
Okay.
Gone.
You don't know
So-
where I am.
2 on Wrath, 2 on Ava. Wow, that's a miserable die roll. The highest I get is a 15 against Ava.
Well, then I'm going to use shield.
Okay. I do get a 14? No, because you really boosted your AC. Okay, the re-automata, these ones, up close, these are not nearly as sophisticated as Freed's earlier creations. He's definitely gone for quantity over quality now.
I like to imagine that me being stabbed by the big creature is preventing the other creatures from stabbing me. Like
Sounds
they're missing
good.
because he's stabbing me so hard.
So with that, Wrath, it's your turn.
Oh man, it hurts me, and it's based right with me, and then it also trapped my tank.
Yeah. So I think all the mirror images are gone except for the ones on Ruby. Correct? Because you were there when they appeared. Yeah.
The beholder also has some mirror images.
It is also mirror imaged, yeah. Yeah, because it appeared at the same time.
Wait, is Wall of Force a concentration spell?
Correct.
When he took the 60 whatever points of damage, did he have to make a save?
A DC 30, actually. Wait, is my concentration modifier that high? I rolled a 19 and I have a plus 11 on con save, so he actually keeps his concentration on Wall of Force.
Oh,
That
so
was a
close.
near thing.
Concentration is so key. He's super focused on killing everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, just even when he gets stabbed, still concentrating, fighting, reassessing. Okay, so yeah, Wrath, it is your turn.
And he's like, everyone's attacking me.
Yeah. You could also control the beholder at the end of your turn. I will note that if you turn it around, the Wall of Force winks out. But that is also currently the only thing keeping this tower from bombarding
he's
the
doing
other side.
so much great work.
Is my enlarge considered a spell or like an effect?
It would also be taken out by the anti-magic field. But only suppressed temporarily. So you shrink back down, and then as soon as you're out of the anti-magic field, you go back.
Boop, 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 as he blinks at you.
Yeah.
Hey.
What are you gonna do, sir?
I'm so scared of being murdered by this creature.
Yeah, I would be.
I'm
Reasonable.
super, super obvious. I'm going to disengage with it as my
Okay.
action, and then I'm gonna fly away. Goodbye.
Bye.
Stay away from me. I'll get you yet.
I really like that Wrath. I 100% believe that Wrath yelled that.
And I have to do this with my cloak
Okay.
as I flurry away.
If that's all, then
And then yeah, he's gonna keep the antimatter ray, but can he shoot any of his tentacles at things around him?
he could shoot them at the Bladed
Guy.
Guardian.
Do it.
So roll 3. Are you going to shoot all the rays at the Bladed Guardian?
Zap. Yeah. Actually, 2, and then we'll pick someone at random. Let's say Steven on the other.
His name's Cans. And he can't because you can't target your own.
Yeah. I get a 9, 8, and 7.
Okay. So it's a petrification ray,
Uh-oh.
a sleep ray, and the disintegration ray. Can't be put to sleep, but he can be petrified and he can be disintegrated. So I have to make a dexterity save against the petrification.
Petrify.
He's starting to turn to stone, and I have to make a dexterity saving throw against disintegration, which he also fails. So you get to roll 10d8 force damage.
Do you want 3d8?
Sure. Hook me up. 10d8?
Yeah.
I have so many.
Okay.
6, 7,
We've been playing a wizard and I only got 70.
8,
How many do you need?
I got lots
Stupidest
if you want.
thing.
9.
I have another.
One.
That one.
Ah! I cast thee out.
I like that I gave you the one die that you also own. Copy.
43 damage.
So the Blade Lord begins turning to stone, but it doesn't matter because he just becomes a fine gray dust.
Yay!
And I will rule that because he's disintegrated, he doesn't explode.
Oh, so
Because-
clutch.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beholder.
Otherwise, he would have exploded and probably blown up most of that
And then
tower.
the wall of force is gone now.
And the Wall of Force is gone, freeing Rudy. And it's your turn, Rudy.
Save me, Rudy.
Yay!
Xavier, you're over there.
I'm fine, Rudy.
And we. I need. Is there the 6 there? Right over there.
Remember, this is where the anti-magic cone starts. So you can effectively it only covers like a little bit here. So
Make it here
yeah,
and still use magic.
yep. But it fully covers this tower. So you can't teleport there. You can't cast spell. Like no magic will work there.
All right. I think then I will just go for. I'm gonna go for this guy who's beside Ava, and I want to try to push him over the edge.
Nice.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna just run at him.
Charge at him and athletics check to push him off the battlements.
And because I'm enlarged, I got advantage on
Yep.
strength. Natural 20 on that advantage.
Falls past Wrath and
Wilhelm.
goes over.
Guy.
I just turned you in and I'm like,
Yeah.
Big
Land with a
Rudy!
splash in the water.
that's all I can say right now.
That counts as one attack.
Can I do it again? Can I take this guy and just like toss him over?
Sure.
Yay!
Sure.
You start just throwing them off the battlements.
Yeah, that's 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
Boosh. Splat.
One more. Can I do one more?
Yep. Sure.
Yep.
Duck underneath the beholder.
Oh, that one might not. It's a 18. Sorry.
Nope. So Big Rudy just charges across the room and hurls a bunch of these guys off the battlements. They go flying away. Not strong enough to fight back. Only one remains up there. So the crew, dealing with this anti-magic field, they're very stifled by all that. So they're preparing to fight back, but just defending their position. And so they got nothing over there. So we go to Wilhelm.
So Wilhelm's slinking along the side of the tower and looking towards the drawbridge, and there's chains holding up the drawbridge.
Correct.
Do these chains look like force damage projected out of a magical sword could cut them?
I think that's reasonable.
Wilhelm, slinking along the side, pulls out a sword and is going to attempt to lower the drawbridge by force. Damage.
Okay. Give me an attack roll against the chains. I'm going to give them an AC of 20.
Ooh. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
All right, it's a hit against the first chain.
30 damage.
In a single strike, you break through the first chain, and the drawbridge kind of clunks, but the other chain is still holding it in place.
Bonus action. Oh no, that's gonna be 22.
Okay, roll me the damage.
22.
You know how when the chain, like one part of the chain breaks, and so the chain is like broken, and it's just starting to bend, and that one little bit is the only thing still holding the chain together. That's the blow.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're almost
Needs
there.
one more
So
good
good.
hit to break.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Great turn. Anything else, Wilhelm?
I'm going to use my movement to kind of slink back a bit so that
Okay.
I'm less visible to people on the other battlements.
Ava, we're over to you.
Okay. So all the guys that were up here are gone now because Rudy threw them over the edge.
There's
Right?
one
Oh, there's
left.
one more.
Yeah, there's one left.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and dispatch him with a firebolt.
Okay, go for it.
That's gonna be 25 to hit.
It's a hit.
Nice.
Okay, and then that's 3d10. Yep,
Yeah.
3d10. 1, 2, 3. That's 26.
Nice.
Hurling the bolt of fire, the feebly constructed creature blasts apart.
Yay!
Great 3d10.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I got a 9, a 10, and a 7.
All right. With that, these two re-automata. Are you still on the wall, Wilhelm?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
kinda-
yeah, but that force ballista's in the anti-magic field, so I can't shoot it.
Also, I'm
Yeah.
kind of tucked under, like there's the overhang bit. I'm under that.
Alrighty.
I'm trying my best to stay out of easy view of the battlements.
I think pretty much the only thing that I think what Cans is going to do is he's going to run into the hatch, and he's going to run down into the in here, and he's going to tell Bulls 2 to come with him. So because he's seeing what you're doing to the drawbridge, and so he rushes down into the tower proper with the two re-automata.
So I know Cans, do I have any reason to believe that he has like a shred of good faith in him, or is he just like my dad's lackey?
He is the castellan of this castle. So his role is to defend the castle, and he takes orders from your father.
Yeah, and just
So-
not question them.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
He might get disintegrated.
That's fair enough.
Cans!
Wrath, it is your turn.
I'm gonna take some shots at the rest of the drawbridge.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to finish Wilhelm's job. I get a 30 to hit.
It's a hit. Can you do less than 8 damage?
No,
Okay. The drawbridge
I could, but I didn't.
lowers with a crash.
With a crash in slow motion.
Wait.
That's it bouncing.
Yeah, really cool.
Just gonna let it go all the way up and then. Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That was
And that's when
effective.
you realize that the portcullis is still down.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh.
We made progress. It's okay.
We can still fly, right?
Time.
We're flying.
Yes, you can still fly.
You have 2 more Eldritch Blasts.
Is the portcullis would it just? Can I shoot the portcullis?
You can.
But is it gonna do anything?
It might, but Ava, you also remember magically reinforcing this portcullis, so it can take a fair amount of damage.
Telepathically, I'm like, sorry, I made that portcullis really strong. I'm excellent at my job.
And I can't see any other.
Most of their targets are actually in the anti-magic field.
I'm gonna shoot. You know what? I don't need to shoot anything. I do like the gun thing, into the air, and I'm gonna have the beholder. Can he shoot anyone? Everyone's in the anti-magic field.
Pretty much. You can have him move.
Like
Yeah, he
float,
could.
right?
He could float.
Whee!
You wanna come, Rudy? Keeping his eye fixated.
Well, if he goes right up there, could he shoot the people
Yeah.
on the lower?
Yeah, sure.
Let's shoot them.
Sure, if he moves.
Someone needs to die on his turn. 3, 4, and a 6.
Fear Ray, Slowing Ray, and Telekinetic Ray. So I'm gonna say that the Fear Ray and the Telekinetic Ray cause him to fling 2 of them off and destroy them. But we'll go with the Slowing Ray. Effectively takes another one out of the fight.
Great.
So I don't have to worry about.
He's doing
minions and
great. He's
status
doing great
conditions.
work.
Awesome. We go to the top then with Rudy.
So, I can fly.
Yeah.
I want to fly essentially like down. I don't know. But how tall is this?
That is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh, okay. So I could probably get to the
Yep.
bottom here.
Yeah, you have a flying speed of 60 feet with fly.
And this is 60.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna at least get over and down
Okay.
here. And
You could fly right up to the door if you wanted to.
oh, okay.
Yeah. You have more than enough
angle.
movement. Yeah.
Can I push the door open?
Yeah, you push
Open?
the door open, and inside, Cans and 3 Reautomata are securing the portcullis and are there to face you.
I am going. I guess they're still a distance away from me.
Yes, but you have enough speed to move up to them with fly.
Oh, okay. I move up to them and I start hitting the human
Yeah.
Cans.
Cans?
Cans.
cans.
I keep wanting to call him Con.
Yeah. So that's a
regional.
21 to hit.
Okay, resolve all your attacks.
13
No, from his plate.
and a crit.
Okay, 2 hits and a crit.
yeah.
As Cans tries to use his greatsword to fend you off, as his minions, the Reautomata, try to make sure that you can't get to the gate controls.
So the crit is 32 plus 38 damage for the
Nice.
crit.
Nice.
And then 26.
26. Okay, he is grievously wounded by those two attacks.
More like pants.
And as he stumbling back from your attacks, Cans drops his weapons and says, "Please, spare me. I'll swear my fealty to the king. Please spare me."
Big Rudy! I turn my attention away from him, keeping him in the corner of my eye, but I'm just looking at the Reanimata.
Okay.
See.
They don't seem to acknowledge his order to surrender, as if something else is controlling them, and they spur themselves forward. Wilhelm, it is your turn.
Popping up. Here.
Because, yeah, you can still fly, too.
Popping up onto the wall behind Big Rudy, I look to Cons and I say, open the portcullis.
He moves towards the control mechanism for the portcullis, which is a big wheel, and he'll say, Von Kessel. And he bows himself and leaving his sword on the ground, he moves towards opening the gate.
Good man. And then I pull out my blade and I'm going to start whipping force.
Yeah, roll to hit against
not
the,
at him.
at the
You murder him.
Yeah, good man, murder. At the re-automato
That was
round.
a test. You failed.
Is Rudy based with them at all?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
So that's going to be a 16 on the first one.
It does hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. As I said, these ones are much more rapidly made than the standard ones that you've faced in the past.
So I'll do this with one that Rudy's based with, just to murder it.
I'm pretty sure you explode it.
Yeah, I do a lot of damage. And then the second one, I get a 24 to hit.
You cut them down, and with that, you have secured the gatehouse.
Yeah.
All that remains is the other tower.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, with that, we go to Ava.
Well, I'm a magic-y person, and they're all in the anti-magic cone. I guess I could. Are these guys still in the fight?
Yeah. They're toward. You can take them out.
Yeah, I feel like that's the move. I'm gonna fly up, and I'm gonna try and get. I just gotta clean up.
Can we like time a blink from the
beholder?
The beholder.
You got to turn it on or off on
What
your
if
turn.
I hold my? Well, because
If you ready an action,
I could ready like a fireball, for example, and just hit the whole tower.
the only thing to bear in mind is that when you ready a spell, you have to concentrate to ready it.
So I would not be able to fly.
Yeah.
I'd need to like come over here,
Yeah.
chill right in the corner of the beholder's cone.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do that.
Yeah. It would end the fly for everybody, but yes.
Nobody. Oh, you're still flying.
But he's flying because he has magic boots.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe that's the move. Because I think at this point we've got the gate open anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll go over here. I'll be just in the corner where the beholder's cone doesn't hit me.
Okay.
And I'll telepathically tell you, I'm ready with fireball when you shut it down.
Okay. On this tower are more of the construct soldiers. With what you actually see is that despite the fact that they're in an anti-magic field, they've been carrying out their orders to fire and continue the bombardment, but nothing is working. As if the anti-magic field is also cutting off whatever telepathic communication would normally control them. So they're just trying to fill the last order they got. Leading them is a massive creature that, unlike the previous commander of the other tower that was covered in blades, this one is covered in spikes and has massive ball and chains for hands.
Okay, a quick consultation. Because, a fireball's not gonna... I could do fireball at 8th level and do 13d6, but I still don't think that would take out everything on this tower. So... Are we just, we can't just keep the beholder on the payroll forever, right? Like, he gets a concentration spell.
Yeah, we get about an hour with them.
So we probably do need to really finish taking out this tower.
I think you're right.
Are we going to be able to rest after this? That's the question.
That's a great question.
With the battle joined, until the castle is taken, there's no chance for a long rest.
So I don't want
unless
to
you're
use a
gonna retreat.
7th or 8th level fireball. That feels like, especially if it's not, if it would take out everything, then maybe, but it won't take out this guy. So, I could do do a 5th level fireball. It's 10d6, and that might at least take care of the minions and the
Unless you have a bigger
weapons.
concentration spell that would envelop the whole tower.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I was avoiding it because I was flying. You're right. I should just cast Incendiary Cloud.
Oh no.
That would be a lot better. Okay. What do you have 8th level spell slots for if not to use them? I'm ready.
This is an absolute war crime move. You're dropping napalm on the enemies. It's great.
Magic napalm. But they're all constructs. There's not even any humans up there.
Yeah, it's basically like
You're just blowing up computers.
Wrath, it's your turn.
Destruction.
I will have the beholder blink.
Okay.
A long blink.
As it blinks, what do you cast?
I cast Incendiary Cloud, an 8th level spell, 20-foot radius sphere, centered right in the middle of this tower.
Oh.
It is gonna last for up to 1 minute, and every round, they have to make a dexterity save, and it does 10d8 fire damage.
Amazing.
Every round.
Every round.
It's great.
Yes.
We don't even need to worry about that tower. It's taken care of.
That tower is just
Like,
gonna
do
be
I even need to
pummeled into the.
I guess the question is, do you want to roll the
Yeah.
initial damage?
Yeah, I want to at least roll the first
Okay.
one. Okay, wait. D8s.
I have 4 for you to.
I was gonna say I only have 7 of any given die because I am a fool who's never played a wizard before. 5. Need 3 more.
Pick your 3.
Thank you.
Amazing.
10d8. Here we go. That is 10, 20, 31, 38, 41 points of damage on the first of the 10 rounds that it will go for.
And what is it like fireballs from
How
the
much,
sky?
sorry?
What happens?
Sorry, say 41.
Okay. Incendiary Cloud is like a fireball, like it's a living fireball.
And it just keeps
Of
stealing
burning
damage.
ash
Like the
and
sun.
cinders and white hot embers. And it does move away from you 10 feet at the start of each of your turns, but you choose the direction. So you can actually keep it in place for the. I'll say that you can keep it in place. So a creature.
Oh, yes, I can see,
when the cloud appears, a creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the area or ends its turn there. They have nowhere to go.
Right.
So by the end of their turns, they're going to take, on their turns, it will have destroyed all the construct creatures. So let's just find out the arcane anomalies that happen now. And just see if any sort of chaos ensues from all this. So there's 4 of them, so roll 4d6s
4d6.
when the small ones are destroyed.
I'm gonna die. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, that is a 3, and a 5, and a 5.
So no arcane anomalies are triggered there. You effortlessly destroy the cannons and their ammunition, which do trigger arcane anomalies. So roll 2d20s.
2d20s. That's a 1 and a 15.
A 1.
Okay.
What's a 1.
The 15, all creatures within 30 feet gain the benefits of detect thoughts for the next minute. They're all destroyed in there anyway, so they're not going to be able to. The 1 triggers a greater arcane anomaly instead. Roll a d10.
We haven't seen this before.
Yeah, Monty and I had fun.
Oh no.
We allowed ourselves to
5.
get carried away.
A greater anomaly?
Okay.
Oh god. What is that?
These are
J
zany.
mean?
These are zany.
Okay. This is really weird. You rolled a 5?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I hope there's one that I just hope comes up at some point.
The entire area, the tower, immediately erupts with growths of unnatural alien-looking flora and fauna. Strange pulsing trees and octarine flowers emerge, twisting with vines and pulsing octarine roots. Rich plant life that sparkles and hums softly. And growing out from the arcane anomalies is an abundance of various strange and growing fruit.
I love it.
So as the fires burn away, revealing the destruction of this tower, it erupts in alien flora and fauna from the ruins of the cannons and the creatures left behind.
Did the fruit look delicious?
They look bountiful.
We will feed the townspeople with the fruits of this tower.
All I
So
can think
here's-
is we have like an alien invasive species of plants now. First the dam that we do, now we've
So
invaded.
the fun fact is that I remember helping write this, and in this moment, I cannot remember if eating the fruits was something awesome or something terrible.
They look delicious and definitely edible.
I am
but
not the
what will
type to
occur?
be swayed by a delicious-looking fruit. Rationally speaking, there is an unknown risk attached to this. So I will leave it be. Everything's dead, everything's gone.
Yeah, you have successfully taken the gatehouse and disabled the bombardment towers. As you do, as you roll open the gates, the grateful forces of your army, spared the vast majority of the bombardment as well, rush in and begin securing the walls and the bailey of Castle Sodden.
And we have saved the only human person on this whole force.
Wow.
Before you is the keep of Castle Sodden. It itself has its own gatehouse, and the soldiers there fall back. The remaining forces fall back to defend the keep, where ostensibly Duke von Fritz is holed up. As you move to secure the rest of the tower, the rest of the Hooded Lanterns, the Steel Fangs, and the Ochtenwald Regulars are able to secure the rest of the fortress, and you will have an opportunity to take a short rest if you would like to, because with your reinforcements arriving, and unfortunately you will have to destroy your Beholder friend.
Well, I like to imagine though that I send him on like a sort of like an expert. He's like laughing maniacally as he like shoots lasers at the retreating forces, and he's like as he heads off towards the keep and finds his demise.
Love that.
But what great work the Beholder did.
What was its name?
Kyle?
His name is Kyle.
Bob.
Bobbert.
Bobbert.
Robert is a whole
Rad Killington.
Very, very good. So with these constructs destroyed and all the arcane cannons disabled,
Would Bruce like to try the fruit?
Bruce is gonna sniff the fruit. He can detect poison, but he also probably doesn't care too much.
it is not poisonous.
And he's gonna eat some of the fruit.
Okay. He eats the fruit and his eyes glow with octarine light and his blood veins bulge and glow as well. Bruce sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius around him and seems empowered by the fruit.
I
Make an
also
Arcana
eat the-
check. Oh, you're just gonna eat the fruit. Okay, you eat the fruit.
I totally eat the fruit. As I do my Arcana check, I bite into what I think is an eggplant.
Eating the fruit has the effect of Hero's Feast. And so, as you claim the front of the gatehouse, you chow down on this magical fruit that
Come on, come here.
and all the other soldiers partake of the hero's feast.
Yeah, how much fruit is there? Can we feed like
It is a bountiful amount, and you can feed your soldiers with the hero's feast.
Awesome.
This is an incredible argument for experimentation before your research is complete, which I am usually not in favor of.
Do you want some? My mouth is full.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm like hesitant, but that's a good result. I'll eat it.
I bring some to Cans as well and give him some to
I want
eat.
to have a
really?
conversation. with
It's
that guy.
actually pretty Is it Hero's Feast?
Yeah.
You're immune to poison, frightened. All wisdom saving throws are with advantage. Our hit point maximum increases by 2d10.
That's right.
That's insane for 24 hours.
Yes. So the 2d10. So anyone that eats the fruit, your hit point maximum will increase by a grand total of 12.
Wow.
And that stacks with temporary hit points.
We keep our temporary hit points through a short rest.
That was the good one. That was the
The
good.
only good one?
That is. I mean, yeah, the greater anomalies are crazy. The greater anomalies. That is the. Let me say that's the safest one.
Fair enough.
poison and frightened, right? Poison.
One of the other ones is I'm just glad that no one rolled a 2, because
I really want to see the orb.
yeah, that
Anyway.
one's
Are we
weird.
able to save some of the fruit before it goes bad?
It goes bad after. Basically, after as you finish your short rest, the plants begin to wither and disappear. Yeah.
Advantage.
Can we talk to Cans?
Yeah. I have
Yes.
some things to say that.
There, I know. As you move to confront Cans, finishing your rest, that is where we will end for the night.
Oh. So we got a short rest.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was awesome.
That was a great fight. That felt really cool.
I love
Yeah.
random stuff. It's my favorite.
The anomalies really just carried us through that entire encounter.
I gotta play a wild magic sorcerer one of these times. It's gonna have so much randomness. Like it's
Yeah.
my favorite.
Yeah. I guess deciding to just grab the very first miniature that looks weird that I see is maybe not the best way of determining. I wasn't really anticipating the dominate monster.
Oh, as soon as I saw it, I was like,
I
please.
see Jill just look at me like, do it. Yeah.
Well,
Our telepathic bond.
I think the lesson for this is that this party thrives on chaos.
All hail Bruce. All hail Bruce.
Indeed. Well, a big thank you, as always, to our incredible regular cast, Jill, Joe, and Kelly. And a massive thank you once again to Ginny D for joining us today and destroying an entire half of that encounter single-handedly with an 8th level spell.
That's what 8th level spells are for.
And granting us a great bountiful harvest.
Yes.
too.
A bountiful harvest for the people. Yes.
A big thank you to Kyle as well for all of his work behind the scenes. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Kyle.
And a big thank you to Monty for running the Castle Assault Part 1.
Indeed. Part 2 coming next time. Our videos and live streams are made possible because we have an amazing Patreon community that helps support our work and makes projects like bringing in collaborators like Jenny V entirely possible at all, and having this great studio space that we can do these projects in possible at all. If you enjoy the work that we create here and want to help make sure that we can continue doing it and bringing in guests and having fun games and telling these great stories, please consider becoming a patron of our show. The links are right down below.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community exclusive for our patrons, so if you are hanging out on our Patreon, make sure to hop on Discord where you can chat with us about all of the D&D stuff that you want to talk to us about, including how this campaign's going and how crazy that all was. Joe, tell us about the castle.
I mean, in our game tonight, we get to use a variety of incredible assets produced by talented artists. They graciously give us permission to use them in our tabletop games, and we encourage you to go out and support some of these amazing creators. This wonderful castle that Monty built.
Dwarven Forge.
Dwarven Forge,
Yeah.
amazing. It adds so many more levels to our game. We have miniatures by Hero Forge and WizKids, player character artwork by Elizabeth Perot, and music by Tabletop Audio.
Of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store where you can find all of your favorite Dungeon Dudes shirts, including and the Dusk Wardens. Check out bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch.
We got new content dropping all the time on YouTube. We've been posting shorts lately as well, so you can check those out every weekday too. Ginny, where can our friends find you?
They can find me on the YouTube also, where I post significantly fewer videos, but still cool, I think.
I think your videos
Very
are super
cool.
rad. Yeah. If you like our stuff, you're going to love Ginny's stuff.
Be sure to join us next Tuesday when we broadcast the campaign on Twitch. Check us out from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube or check us out as an audio-only podcast as well.
Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time in Drakkenheim.